I've got an update from Wanderlust Estate. James there up in Idaho. He is talking about his health. One big issue with James over the years has been his health, and he's made no secrets about it. He's been battling a brain tumor, and it went, with all the various treatments he's had, it's gone away. But he does say it has returned. It's very, very, very small. Much smaller than the tumor he had before, but he said it is back, and he said he's tolerating the oral chemo that he's taking very well, and so he seems to be pretty optimistic about what's going on, and he has a bunch of doctor's appointments scheduled, and some other health issues he's talking about here in his latest videos.
He didn't live to see the video. But I'm still here, and this is my return. I'd love to tell you that was the worst of it, but life had more tests lined up. Some came slow, some came fast. One started with smoke.
That almost looks like it's a smoke cloud. We may have a fire over there on the other side of the hill. I don't like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go and check on my brother. Well, I went to go check on my brother because it looked like that fire was over towards where he was. It is a forest fire. I guess it got started from some explosion at some house. And they've been having planes fly over and dump. In fact, I think there's one right there, getting ready to get water again and make another shot at it. The cops came by and told another person down the road that people needed to leave and be away from the forest now. So that first tow experience is going to be now instead of tomorrow, like I had kind of planned on.
I just escaped a wildfire, my first time flat towing. No second guessing, just go. This Cabela's lot felt still. Didn't plan to go in, just needed to move, breathe. Then I saw her, a stranger, 2 kids, and a smile too calm for how loud my world had been. Some strangers don't stay strangers. They were already playing when I walked up. The kids were sweet, trying to shoot the props instead of the light sensors. So I showed them how it really worked. Her son caught on quick. Her daughter kept giggling every time she missed. And she had this laugh. It just filled the space. Her smile lit up the whole room. She was stunning. But it wasn't just her looks. It was the calm, the warmth. Everything about her felt like a break from the storm. And for a few minutes, we were just people, laughing, playing a game. Nothing else existed. Her daughter tugged on my sleeve right as the game ended. "Come on," she said. "I want to show you the shark." She pulled me across the store like it was the most important mission in the world. Stopped right in front of the glass, beaming. "There it is," she said. "That one's mine." Just a little shark, but the pride in her eyes was everything. And I remember thinking, this feels real, like the kind of moment you don't forget. Her little girl showed me a little shark in there. That's too bad it's not there anymore. It's funny how something like a Cabela's could end up being such a big deal as part of your story. I met her just the day before I left to go to descend on Ben. And as I walked away, I never really thought I would see her again. Then just a couple of weeks later, after I came back from descend on Ben, maybe a little less, I ran into her and we ended up being co-workers. Things started off really well. We were both so excited to run into each other again. I had no idea that she would be, but Obviously, I was very excited. As we started getting closer, which was really happening fast, with all the fun that we were having and the time she would come over and spend with me when her kids were away, I started learning about a really dark part of her life. I started noticing that she had night tremors, and I discussed it in a live stream I did a long time ago. It was one of the last times I was ever on YouTube. I'll go ahead and let that version of me tell you that story. Her husband had been, I didn't know this until pretty deep in, probably 3 months into the relationship, had been having sex with a 12-year-old girl, and that's why she ended up leaving him ultimately. I got to know her kids, and I learned of things about her getting locked into the back of a camper shell on the back of a truck as they went into the mountains with the kids, and that I learned from the kid. It's really sad and kind of disheartening for me to tell you it didn't end up working out. We ended up having a breakup, and it was pretty painful for me. I felt betrayed. I'll go ahead and let you hear it from that same live stream. What happened was she ended up telling me that she was breaking up with me, and she told me that she just needed to be on her own. She wasn't ready to be in a relationship. And then later on I found out she went back to her ex-husband.
Take the next right onto Ridgeline Drive. In 50 feet at the traffic circle, take the third exit onto East Badger Road. Exit the traffic circle onto East Badger Road. In a quarter mile, turn left onto the I-82 East ramp to Pendleton. Turn left onto the I-82 East ramp. Continue for half a mile. Continue on I-82 East for 24 miles. In 2 miles, take exit 1 for US 730 toward US 395 Umatilla.
never thought I'd return here again. But somehow, the road brought me back. Not the same, but familiar. The last time I came this way, everything felt like a question. This time, it's quieter. I don't know what changed. Maybe it was time. Maybe it was me.
In 1,000 feet, you will arrive
Maybe
at
it
your
was something
destination.
I still can't explain. But there's a kind of peace in not knowing and just letting the road take you where it was always going.
You have arrived.
And this turn, it's one I remember. It used to feel temporary. Now it feels like something else. I still have the messages. And then I just heard from her out of the blue. It was about Bacon, one of our co-workers from back then. He asked about me, and that opened the floodgates. She told him she was back with her husband, but that I was a good man, that I loved her. And she broke. That moment hit her hard. And maybe that's when it hit me too. The fact that she said it out loud. She said she still loved me. And suddenly, everything felt real again. Heavy, but real. And then she said that. She apologized for how it ended, for how she shut down, for believing the lies that pulled her back into something dark. But it wasn't just regret, it was reflection. Growth? She told me I made her feel strong again, like she mattered, like she could breathe. It wasn't just that she loved me, it was that I had helped her love herself again. She flew to San Diego not long after. It wasn't planned, wasn't part of some grand conversation. She just came. We went snorkeling, kayaked across waters, and buzzed through downtown on rented scooters like a couple of kids. For the first time in a long time, we weren't talking about the past. We were just living. When she left San Diego, she didn't go back to what she'd left before. She packed up her life, grabbed the kids, rented a U-Haul in Idaho, and drove west to Oregon and to live near family. She sent me a photo from the drive, all three of them smiling like they finally had a direction again. I don't know what it is about this swing. It's not new. It's not special. But for a while,
It was ours. We came here a lot. Just the four of us. Pushing swings, playing tag. Me being a little too competitive. It wasn't perfect, but honestly, it was enough. People ask why I stopped posting, and the truth is, there was something worth being present for. And for a moment there, I didn't want to share it. I just wanted to feel it. We weren't rushing. There weren't any labels. We were just trying. It felt like the most honest thing I'd done in a long time. I thought we were finding our way back to each other. And maybe we were. But not everyone was okay with the life I lived. Her family, well, they didn't get it. They thought it was strange that I lived in a motorhome, that I traveled, that I didn't want the same life that they did. And I think she just couldn't carry both lives anymore. This is the last message I remember getting from her. Thank you. Keep my secret though. I will. She's safe. She's living. She's okay. And I did what I was supposed to. I reduced world suck. At least in one corner of it. And when I felt that, I knew it was time to let the door gently close behind me and lock. Maybe a family just wasn't in the cards for me. But I'll never regret standing on the edge, not for 1 second. I cannot remember exactly what I've said on camera yet or not, but I think I had told you guys before that I had been interviewing for a job over at a facility that's a Superfund site, a federal Superfund site out here, and I ended up getting the job. Totally stoked about that. The wage is pretty nice. I'm driving out of here right now because that job doesn't start until like August 15th or something. So I need to have some work in between, and that's leaving me driving out to Linden, Washington to go do some work for my elementary school friend. You know, we've been friends all the way since elementary school, that has a beekeeping operation. So I'm gonna go be a beekeeper. All right, so it was a good hike today, and I didn't get back to sleep. I was hoping to get a little bit of a nap before I took off to go and work today, but headed off to chase bees again. It's crazy how up here in the Pacific Northwest, it's pretty light out. I mean, we're past 8 o'clock already, and we'll have pretty good light till like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then you'll get light again by 4:30 a.m. I mean, I knew that from being a kid because I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, but like I didn't realize how different it was from everywhere else. Look at all these angry buggers. It's a little on the early side to be getting them. I'm all like hiding in the truck since I'm not running the forklift tonight. Little jerks. I know we just interrupted their home. I know it's not their fault. They're just trying to protect their territory, but still, Every one of those little bastards wants to sting me. All right, guys, so we're over here fueling up, getting ready for another night, except for this time I'm over on the other side of the mountains because we brought some equipment over. I'm working with my buddy's partner now, and we're chasing bees and gonna deliver some bees over here in eastern Washington, putting them out. So it's time to start pollinating over here. It's a little colder here, a little longer than it is on the west side.
We were picking up hives that had just finished pollinating canola fields. What I didn't know is that bees on canola, they get mean. Even at night, when they're supposed to be calm, these little monsters were active, angry, and fully ready for war. They stung me through my bee suit, right through the mesh, right through the fabric. My arm blew up like a balloon, and one of them got me just under the eye. Canola makes bees that aggressive? Kind of makes you think twice about using canola oil. That was the moment I decided maybe beekeeping wasn't for me, so I moved on. Took a temp job building side panels for Class C RVs and U-Haul trucks. Not as risky. Still got stung by fiberglass, but hey, no venom. After a few weeks making side panels for Class C RVs and U-Hauls, I wrapped up the job and headed back to Tri-Cities. I had 5 days before I was supposed to start my new job. A fresh start. Stable. Secure. Finally something that felt like it might last. But that day turned out to be one of the worst I've had in a long time.
I'm kind of stuck on the side of the road. Here on the freeway. I had a blowout on a steering tire. As you see it right here. Not fun. Damage in here. Not sure what's going on there. It got real swirly too, guys. Real swirly. Managed to get it off the road without rolling or anything. I do not suggest having blowouts on your steering tires. All right. So I'm glad that I had read something about steering into where it was pulling, you know, towards where it was pulling, so that I did that, so I didn't try to yank it across it, you know, and really get myself in some trouble. But I'm stuck here for 3 hours because that spare looks ugly. Waiting on AAA. I didn't even make it a mile down the road. 4 hours after the blowout, wham! An uninsured driver slammed into me. No insurance, no apology, just a totaled car, and this report to prove it. I have insurance, yeah. Man, this has been a bad day, so I just got rear-ended and shredded the car. Totally totaled the car right after my flat. So the car's totaled. Bent up this. And that last clip, me on the phone while the car sat there smashed. I was talking to Lion Screw 1, another YouTuber. At the time, I still didn't know the guy who hit me had no insurance. The cops didn't mention it. No heads up. No warning. So I got hit, lost my car, and then got stuck with a tow bill. My insurance only covered bodily injury for uninsured drivers. Nothing for property. So yeah, no car, no coverage, and now a tow charge I couldn't even fight. And with 5 days before starting a new job, I had no way
to get there.
It's been kind of a hectic 2-3 days. What are we? Day 3 now since I had some bad stuff going on in the morning. Then I had the blowout. And then I got rear-ended all in the same day. It's crazy. But anyways, I'm coming up with some solutions on getting to work and everything. That's my biggest concern. I got a pretty good job set up. So all I really need to do is make sure I get to work. All the other issues I can get kind of ironed out. I'm gonna see about trying to get a cash out payment on damage to the RV. Hopefully that'll help me be able to get a car in the short term as soon as I get that, so I don't have to do this for a long time. I'm gonna try to bicycle my way to work, and it's just a cheap Walmart bicycle. And so I'm gonna make a dry run today. I'm gonna go ride it, whatever, over to the gym and back. And I want to see how it feels to ride it over there, if I can even ride it to the gym, if I have to cross a freeway or something, because I don't think that's really legal. You guys probably saw this after a live stream that I did about everything. So the rest of you didn't catch the live stream. Now you know what's going on. Life's been hectic. I did another round with that girl that did a number on me. At least I know now what changed how she was reacting to me, and I really wish there was something I could do about it. I'm having a real hard time with my medication. The good news is it was working, so they decided to double it in April to see if they can't get the tumor that came back to go completely away. And I've been struggling. I did go on a valproic acid to help with some mood swings that the side effects on the medication were causing. There's some other stuff that it's still sticking around, but at least I don't have as extreme of mood swings. This first week, it's only 15 miles each way from where I'm at, so that's not terrible. And then the next week, it's all the way out to the plant site, which probably pushing 30 plus miles. So it's going to be burly. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to work all that out. And hopefully I can be Iron Man and make it. All right, guys, to the training location I'm going to be at tomorrow on my bicycle. So we got a 15-mile ride today. I'm going to see how it goes. I can already tell I want a new bicycle seat. I made it. I forgot to show you when I was there. I kind of want to scratch off who I'm working for anyways. Most of this ride is not really that bad either. I'm like right along the river. Still right along the river. This is a really nice part of the ride. Might even get to see the sunrise while I'm doing it. First day of work. I'm out here waiting. I'm kind of early. Ride shouldn't be too bad. I only had to bike to work for a few days. Some amazing co-workers and a friend stepped up, gave me rides, made sure I didn't fall behind. And just in the nick of time, before training ended, I got a car. I did it. I made it to work. And now I had wheels again. Too bad this wasn't the last of my troubles. That RV right there, the one parked next to my car, yeah, that's the one that got stolen a month later. We're already past 30 minutes, so you're gonna have to wait until next episode to hear what happened to the RV, where I ended up living, how I survived brain cancer twice. Get out there, connect with people, live your big story, and make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck.
Peace, guys.